Look at this single glowing node in the dark. When breadth-first search runs, it expands outward from a central source in uniform concentric layers. It illuminates the entire first ring of connections completely before it ever touches the second. Instead of diving down a single, narrow path until it hits a dead end, this algorithm is cautious. It secures its immediate neighbors first, locking in the closest relationships before moving further out. Breadth-first search is a method of controlled, radiating exploration. To map that outward expansion, we rely on 3 specific structures. Here is an undirected graph with 6 interconnected nodes. On the right, we're bringing in 2 tracking tools, an empty tube we'll call our queue, and a checklist functioning as our visited array. This empty tube operates on a first-in, first-out principle. Whatever node enters the queue first is the exact node we will process first, allowing us to maintain a strict, level-by-level order. The visited array acts as the algorithm's memory bank. In a highly connected web, it's easy to accidentally walk back over the exact same path. This checklist prevents duplicate work. Working together, the graph, the queue, and the visited array form the mechanical engine that drives the entire search process. We initiate the process by picking a starting point. Watch. We take our start, node 0, and push it directly into our queue. The exact moment it enters the tube, we mark it as visited, locking it in on our checklist. And queuing a node and checking it off the list are twin actions. Executing them simultaneously secures our progress and keeps the logic intact. Now we open the main while loop, which runs as long as our queue has items. Node 0 pops out the front. We immediately look at the graph and trace the vectors to its direct neighbors, node 1 and node 2. For each of those connections, we repeat our twin actions. Node 1 and node 2 sequentially drop into the back of the queue, and their status updates to green. Eventually, node 1 pops from the queue to check its own connections. It spots node 0, but our code hits a condition. Node 0 is already marked green on our checklist, triggering a skip. No duplicate entries allowed. The visited array is a strict structural safeguard. Without it, a connected loop would trap the algorithm in an infinite backward cycle. Let's test this logic. Node 2 is up next. It pops from the queue, and we draw arrows to its 3 unvisited neighbors, nodes 3, 4, and 5. Take a moment and trace the loop. Which items enter the queue next, and what updates on the checklist? The loop processes them in order. Nodes 3, 4, and 5 drop into the tube one by one, immediately triggering their green check marks in the array. Because the steps are strictly mechanical, this exact sequence repeats perfectly until the queue runs completely dry. But a single run has a blind spot. Look past the edge of our fully explored 6-node graph. Floating off to the side is an isolated, unconnected data point. Because the starting node has no path to this island, the main queue empties out and stops. To fix this, we wrap our logic in an outer loop that iterates through every single vertex in the system. When this outer loop scans the array and spots the gray, unvisited node 6, it pushes it straight into an empty queue, triggering a completely fresh search from that point. This wrapper guarantees comprehensive exploration of the network space, ensuring no fragmented data is left behind. Let's review the mechanics. Here on the left, the entire process reduces to 4 repeatable steps. Pop the front of the queue, check the unvisited neighbors, mark them as visited, and push them to the back. On the right, you can see how those 4 logical steps map cleanly to just 5 essential lines of code. Because this thoroughness requires us to process every single vertex and edge in the graph, we get a time complexity of big O of v plus e, with a space complexity tied strictly to the number of vertices. By translating the tangle of a web into a predictable, orderly sequence, breadth-first search becomes the bedrock of modern network routing and shortest path analysis.